Hey guys, Mika here, and if you folks watch or are regular watching these sound samples, you already know what I'm thinking. You see that V on the top, it means this is a DeVine ukulele, and I'm always so excited to be able to share Eric DeVine's work. It's not the tenny tone, which I absolutely love. I love all of Eric's works, but this is his Muse tenor model. You can tell that it has the shape of the headstock and just using the tenor size. This is another one of his models that's really popular with Eric alongside his tenny tone and the other sizes that he builds. But always again excited to bring another DeVine instrument, like literally DeVine instrument. As all of you know, I'm a humongous fan, a gigantic fan of Eric's work because of just the tone, the playability, the looks, the craftsmanship. I call him Dr. DeVine. He doesn't have his PhD in building, but he should, because he just does some absolutely crazy things with his instruments. And it's always such a treat to be able to hold his instruments and be able to share his instruments with you folks. And for those of you who are lucky to be able to own one, you're so lucky. And I wish I was in your shoes, but this is the next best thing, be able to play a whole bunch of Eric's work and being able to share it with you. So as you can hear from the sound, not only does it have a nice big tone, it's just so clean, and the sound, just each string, the note separation is first of all clean and articulate, but the strings does such a good job of just combining and overlapping with each other, so you get this nice one just pleasant sound that rings in your ears, and it's just hard for me not to close my eyes and just like absolutely fantastic instrument. So I'll go ahead and get into the sound a little more in a bit. So talking about the specs of this Muse model, tenor size, we have redwood top, really nice brown chocolate kind of color here on the front, and then we have really nice beautiful Brazilian rosewood here. I mean, look at those curls, look at those, oh my gosh, like it's crazy. I love seeing a good piece of Brazilian rosewood because it's kind of like coal. You just never know what you're going to get with Brazilian rosewood with a ton of different colors. You can get purple, brown, more red. You can get really dark, just kind of like you can't really see the grain patterns, but you can kind of get a lot of different colors and different curl patterns, and you know, like the wood grains right here. Absolutely beautiful. And then even here on the sides, nice old side port over here. And then this right here, this back end strip, as well as the front, which is around the perimeter of the instrument, around the rosette of the instrument as well, or the sound hole. This is called scroll inlay. So essentially, it's like this really nice intricate design, and that design itself is there's koa to use the design, and then there's the ebony that fills in the background. Not sure how much the camera can catch that, but essentially it's a black background with this nice, very intricate scroll inlay, again inlaid with koa here on the side or around the instrument, around the sound part right here, and then even along here we have the continuous scroll design around the perimeter of the fretboard, just like that, and even a small design here on the sides of the bridge right here. Really, really stunning, accented really nicely with the curly coil binding on the top, on the back, and then even here solid coil, really curly coil here on the neck into the headstock, just like that. See that nice little curls, and then you even have coil running alongside the binding of the fretboard right here on both sides. Phenomenal work from Eric. And then we have nice Waverly tuners, silver black Waverly tuners on the back, the V or the DeVine symbol, very intricate and really awesome here on the top, and then ebony headstock. The fretboard itself and the bridge is Brazilian rosewood, complemented really nicely again with the Brazilian rosewood sides and back. So masterful work. Again, it's always a pleasure to be able to play, hold, see, share with you folks a nice DeVine instrument. And again, getting back into the sound, it's just such, I mean, just you can listen, you know, you can use your ears and just hear the warmth, the sustain, and just how nice that just against my ears, it's just so peaceful. So sweet. Even on 15, you can hear the vibrato on the 15. Just so much tone. Oh my gosh. can't shake it out. You gotta shake it all out just like that. Not to mention, not only does it have just fantastic, one of the best tones, it's so easy to set up. It's always spot on when Eric sets his instruments up. It's more on the lower side. So for those of you who might, strum, pretty heavy or might want to pick harder, you might have to raise the action just a little bit. But for someone like me who loves the lower action, it's so easy to play. Like for me, my fingers don't hurt when I play DeVine. It just feels so nice against my hand. I like to make the joke I have girly hands because if the action is too high, I can't play longer than 10 to 15 minutes without my hands hurting. And if I play a 2-3 hour gig, I just don't want to deal with that. So always having a nice low action means I don't have to press hard on any of these more complicated chords, especially the bar chord. I can go ahead and play for hours and feel really good about it. And it's accented really nice with the radius fretboard too. So if you go ahead and hold a bar chord, it's just that much easier to go ahead and get a nice cleaner bar chord sound. And what I like about Eric's instruments too is that he builds more of on the thinner side of the neck. So if the neck is thinner, you can get a closer pinch point between like a bar chord, or your thumb is closer to being able to hold the chords, versus if you had a thicker neck or a more rounded neck, then you might have to hold this, and all of that affects how it interacts with that thumb muscle here along the back. So again, with the neck, with DeVine ukuleles, you have a thinner neck. So depending on your preference, if you like thicker necks or thinner necks, this is what DeVine has on their instruments. So it makes the playability very easy and just very smooth. Just listen how clean that is. And you can hear every single note. Even here on the 10-12. Stunning. So clean, sweet. And that's why I call him Doctor, because it's just he's a wizard. Here's a sound sample. I didn't want to stop, but then the sounds off will be 10 minutes. And well, that's just how wonderful this instrument is. You just want to keep going and going and going and not stop. So much fun. All right, here's some strumming.